Yeah, I found another sock with a hole in the toe this morning.
Don't throw it out. I can use it to clean the toilets.
What do you do with my underwear that get holes in them?
I put them outside on a stick to keep the birds away from the garden.
Oh, very funny.
How do you keep getting holes in your socks?
I don't know.
You should probably trim your toenails more often.
Yeah, and that's why I get holes in my underwear too, because of my long toenails.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, ready.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Hi, and welcome to the Barbara and Walter show. I'm Walter.
And I'm Barbara Kozakiewicz-Kiwa.
Go ahead and sing the show beginning song.
Yeah, everybody, it's time to dance. It's time for the Barbara and Walter Kozakiewicz-Kiwa show.
So I have to start the show this week with complaining about washroom doors in the restaurants.
What about them?
They are stupid.
Thank you for that insight, Walter. Next topic.
Mr. Trotz and I were downtown because Trotz had to drop some papers off at his accountant or something. After he did that, we decided to get some lunch at a restaurant there.
Oh, which one did you go to?
I don't remember the name, but all the waiters and waitresses had lots the tattoos and lots the earrings all over their faces. One of the guys had a big beard, and he put his hair up in a big ball on the back of his head.
That's called a man bun.
Why do they call it that? A man bun is his bum. The bum looks like 2 buns.
Anyhow, what did you have to eat?
I almost didn't eat anything, Ba. You should see what is on the menu. It is so strange. There was something called hummus. There was the eggplant. And there were the herbs. And there were many things that I didn't know what the hell they were.
That sounds like a trendy kind of restaurant.
What does trendy mean?
It means not for Walter.
Yeah, that's true. Bah, I had to go to the washroom and I didn't know which door was to the men's washroom.
They didn't have an M or a W on the doors?
No, on one door they had a drawing of the elephant. On the other door they had a drawing of the giraffe.
I have never heard of that. Which one was men's and which one was women's?
I didn't know. I looked at the giraffe and I looked at the elephant. To me, the giraffe looked like it had a man face. So I thought that the giraffe would be for the men's washroom. I thought that the elephant would be for the women's washroom because the elephant reminded me of your mother.
Walter! You are such an idiot!
So I went into the giraffe washroom and I quickly realized that I was probably in the wrong washroom.
Why?
Because there wasn't a urinal.
So you left?
I was going to, but then I figured that I was already there, and there was nobody else in the washroom. So I decided to just go into one of the toilet stalls.
Of course! What could go wrong?
Yeah, that's what I thought. So there I am, sitting on the toilet, when all of a sudden the washroom door opens and someone walks into the toilet stall right next to me.
Your lucky day!
Yeah, so we both finish doing our business, and I can hear the person next to me fumbling with the toilet paper dispenser thing and exhaling loudly like they are mad. Then the person said, "Excuse me, but do you have any toilet paper there that I can use?" And I recognized the voice. Do you know who it was?
No, who?
It was Mr. Trotz.
Mr. Trotz went into the wrong washroom as well?
Yeah, so when he asked for the toilet paper, I grabbed some and handed it to him under the stall. And then I tried to change my voice to sound like a lady. And I said, "Here you go."
Oh, Walter! Did he believe that you were a lady?
No, he said, "Walter, is that you?"
Yeah, you didn't sound too much like a lady.
So I told him that, yeah, it is me, and that we were in the ladies' washroom.
Oh, Mr. Trotz must have been so embarrassed.
Oh, yeah, he was. And he was even more embarrassed when we were both washing our hands and a lady walked into the washroom.
Did you tell her that you made a mistake and that you were in the wrong washroom?
No, I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, but I think you are in the wrong washroom."
You didn't.
Yeah, I did. And she said, "Oh, I am so sorry." And we heard her go into the men's washroom. And Mr. Trotz and I laughed and laughed.
You are terrible, Walter. Did you see the lady when she came out of the men's washroom?
No, we left the restaurant very quickly, right after we walked out of the ladies' washroom.
You are like two little kids.
Well, who the hell came up with the idea of an elephant and a giraffe on the washroom doors? Stupid!
Well, that's true.
Oh, Bah! What did you do to the computer downstairs?
What are you talking about?
There is the giant arrow covering the entire screen.
Oh, that is the arrow for the mouse.
That arrow is bigger than the mouse. Did you break it?
No, I asked our newspaper boy to make it bigger for me.
Why?
I was having a hard time seeing the arrow, so I needed it to be bigger.
But it covers the entire screen. If you're looking at the map of a country on the computer, the arrow looks like the giant airplane flying over the country.
It's not that big. And you can make it smaller for when you go on the computer. I wrote down the instructions for how to make the arrow smaller. I am thinking that maybe I just need a new pair of glasses.
Last week, one of the older guys at the bridge club was complaining that he was seeing spots in front of his eyes.
Oh, did he see a doctor?
No, just spots.
Are there many very old people in the bridge club?
No, not many. Another one of the older guys had a bit of the heart problem, and he went to the hospital, and they put in a pacemaker.
Oh, is he feeling better now?
Yeah, but he says that he has to be careful to not get excited when he is at his house, because every time he does, his automatic garage door goes up.
Is he allowed to drive still?
Yeah.
I was reading in the newspaper that some of the new cars that they are making today have computers in them.
Yeah, I read that too.
I have to concentrate hard enough to watch what I am doing on the computer in the house. I don't know how I would be able to look for things on the computer when I'm driving.
Yeah, especially when you have the giant arrow on the computer screen. You should have the giant arrow on the windshield of the car so that it can point in the direction that you are supposed to be driving.
Oh, very funny. Did we get any messages this week?
Yeah, we did.
www.barbaraandwalter.com.
The first message is from Marilyn in Jacksboro, Texas. Marilyn says, Dear Barbara and Walter, what is one thing that you really regret paying for? Oh, I regret paying for the coffee cream that I brought home yesterday. That was curdled.
Oh, relax. We returned it to the store and we got another one.
Yeah, and we wasted the gas driving back to the store.
The one thing that I regret paying for was those I'm in the mood t-shirts that I bought for us in the late 1970s.
How do you remember those things? Were those the shirts that had the circle in the middle that changed color when you were happy or sad?
Yeah, they changed when your mood changed. But they were a waste of money because they didn't work after you washed them once.
Mine didn't work at all.
What are you talking about? Yours worked perfectly.
No, it didn't. Mine was always red.
Yeah, it was red because you were angry. You were always angry. The circle would probably still be red if you had that t-shirt today.
Yeah, right. The one thing that I really regret paying for was, remember in the 1990s when I bought that inflatable furniture?
Oh, yeah. You bought the 2 chairs, the love seat, and the couch. And they were all bright colors.
Yeah, they were red and purple and orange, and they were terrible.
We couldn't hear the TV, and we couldn't hear each other talk when we were sitting on them.
Yeah, every time you moved when you were sitting on them, it would sound like a fart.
Even when we were sitting on them and talking on the phone, the people on the phone would ask, "Who is farting over there?"
When did we finally get rid of that inflatable furniture?
Oh, we got rid of it the same week that we were babysitting our neighbor's cat in our house.
Oh, that's right. I remember that cat jumped almost to the ceiling when that chair popped after the cat put its claws in it.
The cat did us a favor.
Yeah. Here, you read the next message.
This message was sent to us by Peter in Manchester, Vermont. Peter asks, "Dear Barbara and Walter, if you could open a small museum of things you own, what kind of museum would you create?"
I would make a museum that shows off all of my clothes.
Your clothes? Who would want to see your clothes?
Lots of people's, ba. I have some very fashionable clothing.
Yeah, right. Like your lime green leisure suit from the 1970s.
If they can have the museum that shows Elvis Presley's clothes, they can have the museum that shows the clothes that Walter Kozakiewicz Kiva once wore.
Yeah, including the white Mr. Brief underwear with the skid marks.
Very funny.
You would have to bribe people to go to that museum.
Sure, the first 100 people to come to the museum get a free pair of my socks.
I think that I would like to open a Bobby Vinton museum.
Oh, that's actually the pretty good idea, ba. Bobby Vinton is the best.
Yeah, and we have all of his records and many posters and pictures of him.
And we have all of the tickets from all of the times that we have seen Bobby Vinton in concert because he is the best.
We also have all of the things that we bought, like the Bobby Vinton Bobby pins and the Bobby Vinton Bobby socks.
And the Bobby Vinton vinegar and the Bobby Vinton vinyl jacket.
I think that a Bobby Vinton museum would be very successful. We wouldn't even have to give away any of your socks at the front door to the first 100 customers.
We probably still would, because I would like to get rid of some of them. I have too many socks.
Yeah, thank you for the message, Peter.
Okay, go ahead and sing the show-ending song.
Yeah, sorry to leave, but this is the end of the Barbara and Walter Kozakiewicz Kiva show. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, the Bobby Vinton Museum is not a bad idea, pa.
Where could we make the museum?
Maybe in the laundry room?
Yeah, right. Then where would we move the washing machine and the dryer to?
We can move them outside to the veranda.
And where would we move the 3,000 packages of toilet paper that you bought and put in the laundry room?
All right. We can't move the toilet paper.
With all of that toilet paper, you can probably open a toilet paper museum.
That's another pretty good idea, Pa. I will talk to Mr. Trotz to see if he can help me move the washer and dryer to the veranda. And then maybe we can build some shelves and